So BitConnect just closed down, and there is a great message that we should learn from this, right? The BitConnect, one of the biggest Ponzi scheme that survived. A lot of people actually thought that this is a real coin, which actually is not. And this is the best example of how you should actually differentiate between what is the technology and what is a Ponzi scheme, right? Just going out there for money, just investing into something for money is not the right idea. And this is the best example. I don't know how many people out there have invested their Bitcoin into BitConnect, and it is sad to know that they will no more be getting any payout from them, right? So these are the kind of Ponzi schemes which are running into the space, into this blockchain and cryptocurrency space, which has given it a bad name. And what do people get? People only lose money unless and until, of course, you are making lose others people's money, right? Now, this is just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, not an investment advisor, but this is how I observe the cryptocurrency space and blockchain space. And then you all complain about why there is so much of regulations, because if you cannot educate ourselves on what exactly cryptocurrencies are and what blockchain technology are, then I don't think the regulations are doing anything wrong by putting up some regulations on things like that. Now, BitConnect recently, today they announced that they are shutting down the operations. What it simply means that they will not be giving payout to the people who have already invested. For BitConnect, it's pretty simple. They have accumulated all the Bitcoins from people across the globe. Now this guy who was running BitConnect is the richest guy in the planet Earth without doing anything. He just take two people's money, he converted it into fiat money, which is $1, and promised them a fixed return of 1%, 2% to whatever it is, and then ran away with people's money, people's Bitcoin rather, right? So the message that I'm trying to put across, guys, here is that it's very important that we educate ourselves into what cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin is. Especially, we don't really want to work here only for money. I mean, you can say that, so what? I was getting my fixed return, I have accumulated my money, I've got my money back. Fine, but what if you had asked some of your friends and family members to put in your money, or some of the other guys? They must have lost their money, right? And that's not that's not really like the right way of making money. So I do see a lot of referral links right now. We recently spoke about one of the ICOs which is giving away about 30% of your friend's investment or other people's investment to you. I mean, just think about it. From where would they bring this 30% from? So most of the time, these referral schemes, most of the time these schemes where you're paid for getting in new people are most of the time scam. I'm not saying it's a bad model, it's a beautiful model. Like, you know, it's a beautiful business strategy when it's a word of mouth. But sometimes it becomes difficult to differentiate between what is a real word of mouth and what turns out to be a Ponzi scheme. So I heard this morning about the BitConnect. They're closing down the operation. Now they are giving out an excuse that it was because of the regulatory, or it was because of so and so reasons. But you never know. It may not be a regulatory. It's just that they accumulated enough of Bitcoin. It has been, I think, maybe more than 2 years that they operate into operation. They accumulated enough of Bitcoin. Now they don't want to give out payout, and they can give you any damn reason why they want to shut down. I mean, nobody is going to question them. Did you shut down because of regulatories? Did you shut down because you didn't have enough or BTC with you, or you don't want to pay out because you just want to keep everything with you now, or you want to open up, right? So nobody knows. But the point is that people have lost their Bitcoin to BitConnect. And these kind of Ponzi scheme, there are so many out there, Now you might ask me a question that, okay, so how do I differentiate between what is a Ponzi scheme, what is a not? Well, you really can't, but the simplest way of differentiating between a Ponzi and Ponzi not, look if they are offering a fixed return. You ask yourself a question today, that Bitcoin being so volatile, today it is about $10,000 US. Yesterday it was about 12,000 or whatever. The cryptocurrency market is so volatile. You ask yourself a question that from where can somebody give you a fixed return? So that's the simplest way of knowing if anything that exists there that offers you a fixed return, that's a Ponzi scheme. Second, if they offer you something, reward you for bringing in new money, for bringing in new investor, that's again a Ponzi scheme. Or you really don't want to do that. You really don't want your friends, your people whom you know or other friends to lose their money, right? So I think this is one of the biggest hurdle when it comes to acceptance of cryptocurrency as a genuine system, because a lot of people still think that Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, whereas the truth is that Bitcoin is not a Ponzi scheme. But there are so many Ponzi schemes around Bitcoin, like BitConnect. I know a lot of people who knew about Bitcoin just because somebody from BitConnect told them about Bitcoin. But what did they do at the end of the day? They told them everything about what Bitcoin is, and they asked them to buy Bitcoin and give it to BitConnect. At the end of the day, the perception is same, that okay, Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme where you get paid for getting new people. I had this guy commenting in one of my videos says that BitConnect is not a Ponzi scheme, because I had said that nobody knows who is the team behind BitConnect. Then he said, oh, so what? Nobody knows who is the team behind Bitcoin. Nobody knows who is Satoshi Nakamoto. So is Bitcoin a scam? So this is the simple thing, right? Bitcoin cannot be a scam because it has a technical protocol, it has a technical white paper, it has a development team, it has a code on GitHub, anybody can go and look into it. But what does BitConnect has, right? So BitConnect was not a cryptocurrencies. So there is a lot of confusion out there. People are not able to differentiate between what is a cryptocurrency, what is a not cryptocurrency. They fall prey to these Ponzi schemes and they lose money. Not only they lose their own money, but they end up losing their other friends and families' money also, which is very sad. So this is something I want to talk to you guys about, and there is a great lesson to take away from you. I hope that your money is safe. You have not invested into such Ponzi schemes, and if you have, be careful. If you come across any such Ponzi schemes which offers you any fixed return, especially offers you something on getting others enrolling, just stay away, guys, because this is not doing anything good for the cryptocurrency space. If people will come to know about that this is what a cryptocurrency is all about, this Ponzi scheme, I think it's gonna be there going to be an even bigger hurdle in terms of adoption. Even the governments across the countries will not be accepting it, because there is a wrong impression of cryptocurrency which is put out there to be an MLM scheme or to be a Ponzi scheme. And these Ponzi schemes are mainly in the form of mining. There are sometimes, you guys ask me sometimes, there are few people who have asked me about the lending platform. Now this was a lending platform, right? So, and this is the biggest fear with this lending platform, that you're not sure whether you get money or you will get your money back. Imagine if you still were holding your Bitcoins. Anybody out there who has actually given their Bitcoin to BitConnect to get more returns, which was actually not a return, I would call, because they were simply converting their Bitcoin into USD and they're giving out to you. Just imagine if they were still holding their Bitcoin, it would be worth something. It would be worth at least $10,000 or whatever. If the price drops, your Bitcoin price drops, but you are still the owner of your Bitcoin, right? But what if you're giving away to somebody in the lieu of more returns? And this is what happens, guys. So this is a great lesson. I hope that you educate others as well about this Ponzi scheme. Ask them to stay away from it. Tell them the difference between what is a cryptocurrency and what is a Ponzi scheme. And I hope we can save more people from this example, so that any more Ponzi schemes coming like this, people can be saved. And that's your responsibility, that's your responsibility, that is everybody's responsibility to spread the word, spread the right education about cryptocurrency and blockchain space, and help this industry, help this space grow, and saving every new people who are getting in the space falling prey to this Ponzi scheme and losing out their funds. I think this is the most critical thing and most important thing that we can ever do in the form of, if you want to contribute in the development of this cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin space. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comment box below. Would you like to educate others about what cryptocurrency is, what the blockchain space is, and educating them the difference between a Ponzi scheme and letting them stay away from such Ponzi schemes? Or will you let them in, or will you in fact support them that okay, get in, let's make money? It's not just about making money, it's beyond that. These are the tech projects, and the money will be the result of it. But what we really got to do is we got to keep this space, cryptocurrency and blockchain space, very clean and very ethical. That's what my message is. Let me know what you think about this whole scenario, guys. Let me know in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.